Boom! We're live on Facebook, and in 1 second, we're going to be live on YouTube. Boom! Boom, boom, boom! We're live. It's Chris Igoe Home Group, powered by Remax Direct, and it is January 16th. It is Get Some Thursday, so we are what's up, Lucas? We are about to go through actually, this is the first installment of this year's 2020's first edition of the FSBO 100. So what does that mean? It means I've uploaded 100 FSBOs into my dialer, and I'm just going to blast through them, right? But before I actually do that, I'm going to talk about everything related to calling FSBOs. So first and foremost, it's not as time sensitive. So normally I want to be the first one on the phone to connect with the daily expireds and the daily canceleds. I don't feel that strongly about the same need to connect first thing with the FSBOs, because these are people that are out there. They're not on the market, but they think they're on the market, and they have their house for sale. So they are much more likely to actually answer the phone. We know that they want to sell their home. We don't know if they're reality based, but we're going to figure that out as we work our way through the process. So a couple housekeeping items. If you are live on YouTube, thank you for checking this out. And if you are on Facebook, I would implore you, please click the link, join me over on YouTube. I'm looking to expand and grow that channel. And if you find this content to be valuable, then I would certainly encourage you to hit the bell, tell your friends, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, because my pursuit here is I would love to help as many people as humanly possible get better on the phone, set more appointments, and do big things in their own life. So that being said, what's up, Big Nick? I'm not hitting the canceleds or expireds. I am hitting the FSBOs. I've got 100 that have been uploaded, and we're going to hit them here shortly once I take a big giant pull of this delicious coffee. All right, so mindset. When I go into these phone calls, I have a lot of confidence, and that confidence is based around the knowledge that I believe I have a fiduciary responsibility to connect with these home sellers. These are people who are out there. They want to sell their home. My job is to present a value proposition that lets them know that I am going to make it easier for them, stress-free for them, and I'm going to go out and find the one buyer on planet Earth who's willing to pay more than anybody else for their property. A lot of these people think it's easy. A lot of these people are completely delusional about price. They're playing the market as opposed to actually being motivated sellers. But it's all good, right? So we want to connect with them. We want to offer our services, and we want to do that at a very high level. Worst case scenario, we want to be able to follow up with them in the future and eventually convert them. So without any further ado, let's roll. So I use Vulcan 7 data. Now, full disclosure, if you look in the content on Facebook, you'll see there's been plenty of times where I just go on Zillow. I use their data for free. So it's not necessarily a universal truth that you have to buy data in order to start calling FSBOs. You don't. You can go on Zillow. You can punch in your local, where you want to be, whatever city you're in, and they will actually publish a list of all of those for sale by owners. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom on the right-hand side of that page, info sheet, listing, whatever you want to call it, there'll be 3 or 4 preferred agents, and then there'll be the homeowner's number. So you can easily go through, find the number for free, call them, and I do that a lot. So it's that's an awesome way to do it, because you can get really, well, first of all, it's free. You can get hyper local. You can be exactly where you want to be. The way I'm doing it is more of a shotgun approach, a shotgun blast approach. So I just uploaded 100 of the most recent FSBOs that are in the 2 counties that I want to be in. I do filter it out by price point. So there are certain price points that I'm not interested in working with. and that's my process, right? So I'm looking for volume today. I'm looking to crank through 100. So I've uploaded 153 of those records are going to be filtered out because they're not in price points that I want to be in. And then I'm going to crank through these 47. Another housekeeping item. So I see there's 7 people on Facebook, which is awesome. Thank you for watching. Hope you find value. Tell your friends, have them subscribe. I want everybody to get better. If there's ever anything I can do to help, or if you have questions, then just hit me, either leave them in the in this post or in the comments section, or hit me up with a private message, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. But we constantly help people move to Florida, buy homes in Florida. So if anybody you know, if you or anyone you know is thinking about moving to South Florida, we love to help. We will take good care of them, and we will pay you a fat commission. So we service all of South Florida, Jupiter, all the way down to Miami, everything in between, Boca, Delray, Lake Worth, Boynton Beach, which is where I live, and every other place in between. So again, if you know anybody thinking about moving to Florida, please, I would love to help, and we will pay you for your referral. So again, that being said, let's roll. 47 records. What you know about these leads. So again, it's Vulcan 7 data that I'm using today. I've uploaded that into the Mojo Dialer. The Mojo Dialer is it's a service that has a triple line dialer function, which means I'll be able to crank through these 47 leads far faster than I would if I was doing it manually on my phone. So I want to save as much time as I can. Let's see. Nick is blowing me up on my text message. I'm not reading any of that right now. I will get to you later. All right. So without any further ado, let's roll. And if anybody knows how to, good morning, Yuri. I got 2 people on, two, Deuces, son. We got 2 people watching me on YouTube, which is great. At some point, that algorithm is going to kick in, and we are going to blow up that channel. All right. So if you guys on Facebook want to be my best friend, then click the link on the top and join me over on YouTube. And if not, that's cool too. I love you all anyway.
To your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. Your PIN number can be found in the dialing box on this screen.
Enter the Wu-Tang. All right, here we go.
On your screen to begin calling.
All right. Let's go.
Hi, please leave your name and number, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true? If so, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. One down, 48 more to go. Let's roll. What's up, Mark? We're doing big things. We're getting stuff done. We're cranking through the FSBO 100, which really is the FSBO 49, because I filtered out a bunch of listings I don't want to speak to. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Well, you can record your calls from someone else. Thank you.
Okay, well, I can record them with you too. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bop, bop, boo. All right. Well, you can't kiss all the pretty girls, but you can try. All right, sir, you will get a letter in the mail from me, and we will follow up. But I record my calls for training purposes only. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true?
It sure is.
Outstanding. How much are you asking for the property?
749.
749. Okay, I love it. And how many bedrooms, how many baths?
5 bedrooms and 3 baths.
5, 3. Okay. Have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
The house is completely upgraded.
Sweet. I love it. So let me ask you something. Are you trying to sell the house by not having it on the market with a real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commission?
It's the only reason.
I love it. Now listen, that's why everybody does it, man. Let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, your home will sell. 2, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Yeah, I'd like you to put that in a contract, guaranteeing me what you think it will sell for, and if it doesn't, then I take the first offer, you make up the difference.
Well, we can certainly discuss that. In fact, I'll do one better for you, and I'll let you continue to sell it. And if you find the buyer, I won't charge you a commission at all. We've got a smart seller program. Look, just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. Is it possible for me to lay eyes on the property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast?
I'm offering a 3% commission to any realtor that brings in a buyer. So,
outstanding.
For money, that's the best way to do it.
I love it. All right, cool. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to run an analysis on the property as it relates to price. I'll email that to you so we're both fluent and speaking the same language. What's your best email address? Yep. You got it. That is outstanding. All right. And the number that I called you on is your cell phone, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So when we get off the phone, I'm going to do 2 things. First, I'm going to text you my contact information so that you have it. If you would, please save it in your phone. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of phone calls from realtors. I don't want you to forget who I am. Additionally, I'm going to run the pricing analysis, which I will email over to you. Now, this weekend actually does work good for me. Do you have, typically for you, are afternoons or evenings better?
Afternoons are fine.
Okay, so
good hour call. Actually, you know what? They got the nautical flea market this weekend, I believe, so I may be there on Saturday. So Sunday would be good.
Sunday? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I run a high volume business. I want to ensure that I've got the time for you. So I'm going to block it off and pencil it in right now. I'll confirm it with you on Sunday, but I just want to ensure I've got the time for you. Why don't we do, would Sunday at 2 be good for you?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So just to confirm, so there's no misunderstanding, when we get off the phone, I'll text you my contact information. I'll email you the pricing analysis. I'll look forward to seeing you Sunday at 2. Now, I have
just make sure you call. Make sure you call before.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not going to.
100%. What happens is these realtors have a great time of scheduling appointments and then never showing. Well, they show up late. So if you show up late, even if it's 5 minutes, don't worry about coming over. I
got news for you. The last thing I'm going to do is show up late for anything. Look, we're a full-time, full-service real estate team.
I haven't found a realtor yet that has shown up on time. So.
Well, that's why you're doing it yourself and you haven't hired me. So I get that. Now, let me ask you this. When I do sell the property and I get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Sure.
Outstanding. I love it. All right, cool. So I'm going to text you. I'll email you. I will confirm with you before we actually meet on Sunday, but I look forward to seeing you at 2. All right?
Sounds good.
Hey, now I got a question for you in closing. What do you think a buyer would pay for your home?
Probably $725. I'm thinking is the offer that I'd be deductible at the minimum.
Okay. Outstanding. $725. And where do you live now?
Just around the corner on the water.
Okay, sweet. All right, outstanding. Well, look, I look forward to seeing you Sunday at 2. Any questions for me?
Very good. No, that's fine. Thank you.
Outstanding. Have a good day. Bye. So it's a little bit, this particular appointment is a little bit out into the future. I don't normally want to set a point. So today's Thursday, an appointment for Sunday is kind of like outside the window of really effective appointment setting. Now, the reason I did that, well, on a personal note, my dad's having a heart procedure today. So anything that I set for today is going to go to Beth, the real estate diva. What's up? Beth, watch me on YouTube. Like me, subscribe me, join me on YouTube. I want to get that algorithm on YouTube going. I got 3 people watching right now. Thank you. But the more the merrier, and you can do that for me. So go to YouTube and do that. Unless you're not able to do that right now, in which case do it in the future. So yeah, anyway, I can't, I would not be able to do an appointment today if I wanted to. And hopefully the procedure for my dad goes well, and I am available for the next few days. If not, that will mean things are not going so well, which will really suck. But I think my dad's strong like bull. He'll be fine. I hope so. All right, so let me print this lead out. Let me do what I said I was going to do, which is send a copy on email. Okay. And if any of you out there are into sending positive mojo or a prayer or two for my old man, then feel free to do that also, because can't hurt, right? Okay, thank you, James Murray. I printed this lead. Let's go. Now, also, if you'll notice, that was really an easy appointment. There wasn't much resistance. He's willing to pay a qualified buyer, or he's willing to pay a buyer's agent 3%, which is great. He wants it. Well, he's got it listed again, not on the market, but for sale by owner. He's at $749. And when I asked what a buyer would pay, he said $725. So immediately we know there's a $25,000 premium put on there, which tells me he's overpriced, but whatever, it's all good. Why is this not printing? So let me print this. Print hot sheet, lead sheet. Okay, well, let's go. So one of the things that I am terrible at is I will set an appointment, or I will do what I just did, and then I will completely forget. If I don't slow it down, I like going to the next call, but I'll completely forget to do everything that I just said I was going to do, which includes texting him, emailing him, and all that good stuff. Let's go, printer. Okay, James Murray, I got your number. I got your baby. I got your baby. All right, let's see. Okay, so bear with me here. So I have a standard text that I send everybody that is chock full of links to the information I want him to have. Jim, great speaking with you. Hi, Jim. Great speaking with you. I look forward to meeting with you Sunday at 2. We want to let you know we do business completely differently than anybody else out there, and it virtually guarantees you 2 things. 1, your home will sell. 2, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than any other method of buying or selling. If that's something you're definitely interested in learning more about, then don't take my word for it. Click here. All right, see. See you Sunday. So I do have to alter like the times and names in the form text, but it's all good. So another agent that I'm friendly with is like mass texting people that they haven't talked to. Not mass texting, individually texting. Do not mass text. First and foremost, do not mass text. If you mass text people, you are going to get hit with fines. Do not mass text. But if you have talked to somebody and you send them a text, that's fine. At least that's my experience. See you Sunday. All right. All for. And what he did say was he has never met a realtor who's on time, which is sad because if you are a true real estate professional, you better be, if you're a true professional in anything, you better be on time. Forward price analysis. Okay, and now I'm sending this to him. Okay. Hi, Jen, Megman, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Boom. Awesome. All right, so that text is out. I did his lead. I'm writing down Sunday at 2 because this is the shit I will forget. His email address, I also will forget. For somebody who does not have a confirmed case of Alzheimer's, I forget everything. Okay, so email analysis. Okay. All right, so there we go. There's I don't know how many dials I made, but one. I don't even really count that as an appointment, to be honest, because it's too far in the future, but it is a decent lead. And we will follow up with him. And that's how easy it is. So that's why you got to call the FSBOs. They're easy, they're receptive. And away we go. All right. Now, what I didn't realize, if I'm being totally honest here, is come on, phone. Come on, technology. Let's go. Hello, hey, it's Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Let me tell you something. It's 8:30 in the morning. Why the hell are you calling?
Oh, that's a great question. I wanted to be the first one to just tell you, I love you, man. I love you. I'm going to come over there and give you a big wet smacker. He hung up. It's 8:30 in the morning. Wow. No shit. I had no idea. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. So get some. All right. So that one. Come on, man. Let's go. All right. So we are 6 dials in. We have one decent lead. Hello.
Please leave your message for
Christopher Hudson.
Oh, no, thank you. However, that lead that I spoke to. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Well, not anymore.
No, it's sold?
No, it's not sold. It went to a real estate lady.
Oh,
It
okay.
went to it went to Sternberg.
Never heard of it.
I mean, if you have a client interested, you could call her, you know?
Yeah, no, we actually work with lots. We work with lots of clients. Now, real quick question. You mentioned that you hired somebody else. Are you thinking about hiring them, or you've actually hired them?
No. She's my real estate agent.
Oh, okay. Let me So let me ask you this in closing, and I totally appreciate that you hired somebody else. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, two things would happen. One, your home would sell. Two, you'd end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
No, I'm not going to be, because I don't believe what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Well, let me ask you this.
I don't believe what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you've got trust. It sounds like you've got trust issues. Now, look, just so you know,
Trust issues.
it sounds
Yeah,
like
it sounds like you have trust. Yeah, but I might have trust issues with you because I don't know who the hell you are, and it sounds to me like you're not telling the whole story, and I wish you well.
Well, real quick in closing, just so you know, oh man. So, I kept pushing, but if he hired somebody else, whatever. What's up? So we got through. I see people jumping over onto the YouTube stream, which is great. Thank you. If you are active on Facebook right now and you want to do me a huge solid, please pivot. Click the link above or below. I don't know where it is, and join me over on YouTube. I'm looking to grow that channel, help more people, expand everyone's business, and let's roll. Let's do it. Also, does anybody know how to flip the screen on YouTube, or reverse the camera image? Because everything right now is backwards, and I don't know how to do that. Of course, I haven't Googled it, which is something that I could do. Hello, hey, it's Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yeah.
Outstanding. I love it. How much are you asking for the property?
Did you see the property on Zillow?
That's funny. Yeah, I saw it on Zillow. I also saw it on Trulia, and they've got inconsistent data. So which is crazy because they're owned by the same company. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had the right number. What are you asking?
391 at this point in time.
391. I love it. Okay. And how many bedrooms? How many baths?
4-2.
4-2. That is super. And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
It's been remodeled since its original state. We just put a new kitchen countertop in, so it's moderately upgraded, but it's not your marble countertop and whatnot.
Got it. Well, sweet. Well, let me ask you this. Are you trying to sell the home by not having it on the market with the real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commissions?
Yep.
I totally respect that. It always comes down to money. Let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, two things would happen. One, your home will sell. Two, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Well, you're a great salesman, and I'll tell you, this would be the most pain in the ass listing that you ever had.
Why do you say that?
Because the seller is not entirely motivated. It's tenant occupied. You'd only be able to sell it once a week. Oof. And he's not entirely convinced he wants to sell. We listed it to see if we would get any people off the street that wanted owner financing, so that in hopes that they would put a large deposit down and then get a year into it and then walk. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I used to be a real estate agent, and you wouldn't want to touch this listing with a 10-foot pole.
I appreciate your candor. That is all very helpful information. So here's what I'm going to do if it meets with your approval, because you're right. It sounds like you guys are testing the market as opposed to being really motivated to sell. And Obviously, I don't want to waste any time. But just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. My claim to fame is I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% of lists, and I do that in 45 days. What I'd like to do, if it's all right with you, I'd like to run an analysis as it relates to price and email it to you. This way, we're both fluent in speaking the same language as it relates to price.
That'd be great.
Cool. What's your best email address? Do you have a meal delivery service? A meal delivery service. Farm Fresh sounds familiar to me.
It's funny that I picked a good name. I'm going after grants right now to look at doing meal delivery. We have a sustainable, all organic, we don't have our certification yet, but poultry operation. We're putting in a greenhouse, a mushroom house, and just looking to get some funding to really go at it and not as a startup like we did the poultry side of things.
That's there. I mean, you know, there's a huge market for that. So that sounds awesome. And that's a great email address. Cool. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. The number I called you on, it's your cell phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to text you my contact information. If you would, please just save it in your phone. If there's ever anything in the world that we can do to help, we would love to. All right.
Hey, thanks so much.
You are welcome. And a quick question in closing. Do you happen to know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that we might be able to help?
No, you're the first person to ask that question. It's a great question. And no, I do not know anybody at this point in time.
All right. Well, if anybody ever comes to mind, you got my contact information. You'll have my pricing analysis, and I look forward to talking to you in the future. All right.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, I absolutely appreciate the fact that she was so candid with me. That is completely a waste of time. However, I will text her my contact information. I will probably not email her a pricing analysis. Maybe I will. I don't know. I won't do that. That's for sure. But I will add her to my CRM. Now I won't send the pricing analysis, but I will add her to my database. And so look, if this whole thing, I mean, it's great to set appointments, right? It's great to get in front of people too, but it doesn't happen all the time. If you could build your database in the process, that's a win. So for me, this is all about continuing to add new people into the database, which becomes the engine of your business, and just keep cranking out reps. So here we go. And don't be afraid to pivot, right? So that she's not the, first of all, she's not the seller, number one. Number two, she gave me a lot of information, but there are plenty of times where I get the wrong person on the phone and I'll just simply ask, hey, do you know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate? I might be able to help. And the answer is not always, but it's sometimes yes. What's up, Michelle? What's up, George? What's up, Jason, Doug, Richard, Louie, Beth, Lucas, Blaine? We're doing big things. It's the FSBO 100. Please click the link, join me on YouTube, like, subscribe, tell a friend, ring the bell, whatever we got to do. We're taking over. We're taking over YouTube. We're taking over YouTube. We're taking over YouTube. We're making it rain, son. My Monopoly money gun isn't firing. All right, next. All right, so 12 dials total, 1 appointment, and 1 new lead for the database. So I've been on the phone for a total. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true? No? Okay. Do I have the wrong number? Well, quick question in closing. Do you happen to know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help? Be honest. Hello? Okay. So the downside to some of this vocal. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner.
You don't have to record it anymore. It's sold.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. That's outstanding. Quick question in closing. No, real quick question. Do you happen to know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help? Okay. So the contact rate on this is through the roof. That's one of the benefits of calling for sale by owners. Okay, so I've done 15 dials, 1 appointment, 1 decent lead. I don't know how many people picked up, but at the end of this, I'll be able to tell you. And we're cranking through the list. We're doing big things. What's up, Rocky? Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes.
I love it. That's awesome. How much are you asking for the home?
It's on the listing, 729.
Yep. Actually, the reason I'm asking, I'm looking at Zillow, I'm looking at Trulia. There's inconsistent data, which is weird because they're owned by the same company. But okay, so it's 729. How many bedrooms? How many baths? She hung up. Expand the screen on YouTube in the bottom right corner, then rotate your phone sideways. I am using my MacBook, so I don't know how to do that, but let's see if I can do this. I'm not going to get bogged down in the in that because that will mean I'm not dialing, which nobody really wants to see me do anything but dial. So let's dial. Let's go. Next. All right. So that was a contact. She hung up. That's all right. We're just making donuts here.
It's Austin.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes.
Outstanding. I love it. How much are you asking for the property?
340.
340. Outstanding. And how many bedrooms? How many baths?
3 beds, 2 baths.
3, 2. That's fantastic. Have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
It's all improved.
Okay. Can you be a little bit more specific?
The kitchen's upgraded, the bathrooms are upgraded, the floors are new, the roof's new.
Oh,
AC
nice.
unit's new.
Sweet. Okay. And how old's the roof?
Summer or like June or July of 2018.
Oh, wow. Okay. So this is redone from soup to nuts. Outstanding. Let me ask you this. Are you trying to sell the home by not having it on the market with a real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commission?
Partially. And we've been through the process before, purchasing, so we kind of know the ins and outs, and I have an attorney that's representing us.
Sweet. So
Closing and title.
I totally respect that. Let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, your home will sell. 2, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Not at this moment.
Okay. Well, I respect that.
Not going to do trust this out.
Mm-hmm. Would it offend you if I ran an analysis on the property as it relates to price and emailed it to you?
No, that's all right.
Okay. Well, the number I called you on, is it your cell phone?
Yes.
Would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it? If there's ever anything that I can do to help, you know where to find me.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay, outstanding. Now let me ask you this. Is it possible to lay eyes on the property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast?
If you have a buyer, I'd be happy to show the house. If not, I'm not interested.
Okay. Well, to be very candid, we work with lots of buyers. Just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. So I do not have one particular one in mind, but I have lots that we do work with that are actively shopping for properties like yours right now. Let me ask you this. Are you familiar with a mega open house strategy? Has anybody ever presented that to you?
No, I'm not interested.
Okay, well, I haven't said anything interesting yet. Let me just tell you what that looks like for you, because I'm a huge advocate of creating wins for everybody around and making it less stressful for you. So a mega open house is, we would host a mega open house for you. We would promote it. We would have buyers come to your property. Anybody who is interested in your home, that is your buyer. We do not want anything to do with it unless you want our help with it. But we do want the right to be able to work with the people who are not interested in your home. So you get buyers, we get potential clients, everybody wins. Is that something you'd be willing to consider?
No, thank you.
All right. What could I do for
If
you?
you want to text me your information, and if you have a buyer that's interested in seeing the property, feel free to reach out.
Okay, great.
And
So
then I'll take down your information, and if we need a realtor in the future, I'll let you know.
I love it. I'm happy to do that. So let me ask you this, just out of curiosity. What do you think a buyer would pay for the home?
What we're asking.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. When we do sell the home and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
I'm not asking you to sell the home yet.
I understand, but when we do it for you, would you do a testimonial? Theoretically.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking.
I'm asking you if you would you do an amazing testimonial if and when we do sell your home?
Yeah.
I love it. That's outstanding. All right. But do you live in the home now, or you live somewhere else?
I live in the home.
Oh, okay. Where are you moving next?
Out of the state.
Okay. The reason I asked that question.
I have to go. If you want to send me your information, I'd be happy to reach out if we need your assistance, or if you have a buyer lined up.
Actually, I can. I love it. I'm happy to do that. I appreciate your time. What I would want to do, if it's possible, are you familiar with what a Zoom conference call is?
No, I'm not interested. And I have to go right now.
All right. Hey, listen, I appreciate your time. Have a great day. Bye. All right. What's up, Ayana? So, oh, shoot. The only strategic disadvantage that I have right now in uploading the Vulcan data into the Mojo Dialer is many of these. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
It is true, and I'm also a realtor.
Oh, I love it. Okay, outstanding. So why are you selling it for sale by owner?
I just wanted to see, how Zillow worked at the beginning, but I'm listing it like tomorrow.
Got it. So
Zillow is like an extra,
Yeah, no, I listen, I love it. Just so you know, we often work with other realtors. We specialize in finding the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. Let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, your home will sell. Two, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Well, my broker had told me to, just list it with the firm, but
Yeah.
I would have to give a lot, and I'm not to do that. So I'm willing to do 2.5% to the buyer's agent, but I don't think I could list it with anyone else. So I don't know. I'm just viewing my possibilities.
Well, listen, I totally respect that, and I'm sure your broker wants you to do what's best for him. But I also believe that your true loyalty, your true allegiance is to your bottom line. So the person who's going to put the organization, the brokerage, whatever it might be, whoever's going to put, and if it's you, then it's you, but whoever's going to put the most money into your pocket at the end of the day, that's where you want to be. Am I right?
Sure.
Well, so just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. Now, here's my claim to fame.
Yeah.
I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% of lists, and I do that in an average of 45 days. Here's what I'd like to do for you if it meets with your approval. I'd like to run an analysis on your property as it relates to price. I'd like to email that to you. What's your best email address? All right, I got MARIELENOLSEN. Is that right? At Gmail. And the number that I called you on is your cell phone?
Myself, yeah.
Okay, great. So here's what I'm going to do if it meets with your approval. When we get off the phone, I will text you my contact information so that you have it. If you would, please save it in your phone. I know you're going to get a lot of phone calls from other realtors too. Also,
I have.
I know it's normal,
you know.
Yeah, no, I get that. Additionally, I'm going to email you a pricing analysis so you've got that too. What I'd really like to do, I want to lay eyes on your property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast. Do you have availability tomorrow afternoon or evening for me to be able to do that?
No, over the weekend I am packed with showings.
This weekend you're packed with showings? Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's a good thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Are you familiar with a Zoom conference call?
No.
Okay, so this is a very easy, right? What I can do is I can send you an email or even a text with a link, which will then send you to a screen, and we can actually have a meeting on the computer online, and I can show you exactly how we find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. Is that something you'd be open to?
I don't know, I did my comps several ways and everything. I've been in the business for 18 years, and I don't know. I mean, I'm open to suggestions, but I need to have like a call and all of that.
Yeah.
Just if you can email me your information, I'll review it and I'll go through it. I do that.
Right.
and then we can talk.
Okay, well, listen, I'm happy to do that. Let me ask you this. When we do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Well, usually I do.
Well, I love it. Thank you. You're a total sweetheart. So here's what I'm going to do so there's no misunderstanding. Let me ask you, what brokerage are you with?
Prime Real Estate of Florida.
Prime Real Estate. I never heard of them. Are you happy there?
Well, yeah, I just changed after being 14 years with Mark Lanson and 3 years with Kites. I changed to Prime just to experience a new way of doing business. So,
I'm gonna ask you. Well, so far, so it needs to be so much better. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down my name. My name is Chris.
Mhm.
My last name is Igoe.
Chris.
And
Chris as the last name?
is Igoe. Igoe, you go, we all go.
Okay.
But here's how you spell it. It's Igoe.
Okay.
I want you to Google me.
Mm-hmm.
We are looking to build the dream team down here in South Florida, and I would love for you to be part of our team. Forget about this other broker. Come here, let's list it, and let's expand our business and take over South Florida.
Okay. No, yes, Chris, I'm open to receiving your information and, just.
Outstanding. All right, we'll go from there. Listen, you've been a total sweetheart. I appreciate your time. I look forward to talking to you soon, okay? What's up, Mandy? What's up, Rocky? Let's go.
Please state your name after the tone.
Will not do that. So just to be clear, that was a realtor who said that they're going to list it. That was a realtor who's been a realtor for 18 years. And she's entertaining listing with me. And even more importantly, coming to join the team. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax.
I'm not in right now, but if you need your name and phone number.
So again, the strategic disadvantage that I'm at right now with some of this data is there are no addresses. It's just cities and phone numbers. So I've got price, city, phone number. In some instances, I do have how many bedrooms, how many baths, but hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale
I'm
by
not
owner.
interested. I already have my house. It's listed with an agent.
Oh, outstanding. Who'd you go with?
My daughter.
I love it. Okay, I totally respect that. Do you happen to know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help?
No, no. I'm sorry. I have to get ready for work. So I'm sorry.
All right. Hey, I appreciate your time. Would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it? If there's ever anything in the world I can do to help, you know where to find me.
You got it. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. Bye. I'll get right on that. Keep pushing. All right. So So the upside to this dial session is that I'm having a lot of fun and I've got a lot of coffee. The bad downside to this dial session is that I drank most of this coffee and I have to piss like a racehorse. So the question now.
Forwarded to an automatic message system 214.
So now the question becomes, how long do I hold this in before I cut the session so short? So I'm at 30. So there's 19 more records to call. We're cranking through the list. We're not going to the bathroom. I'm only kidding. I'm just very dedicated. So I went for these dial sessions. I wear Depends undergarments and I just go. That's the real secret to success in terms of dialing.
Voicemail box of 56170.
The key to success in cold calling is to wear adult diapers. Just saying, you heard it here first.
Been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
And we're cranking through the list. All right. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true? He hung up. Did I lose everybody with the adult underwear? Is that the end of my YouTube channel? Oh, man. All right. right, so we are 48 minutes into this dial session. We have made 33 dials. We have 11 contacts. Hello, this is Chris.
Hello, thank you for calling. We are not able to take your call right now.
Don't sass me. So where was I at? 48 minutes, 35 dials, 11 contacts, 2 leads, 1 appointment, and hello.
Noriega, leave me a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish
I'm gonna go ahead
recording,
and
you may
leave a
hang
message.
up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true? If so, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. All right. We are
A customer you have called.
cranking through the list, doing big things, getting stuff done, creating tremendous momentum. All of these people that are in the price points I want them to be in will get an expired or FSBO letter. I'm not calling expired. They'll get a FSBO letter, which basically is the same thing as the expired letter. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
I love it. Outstanding. How much are you asking for the property?
We're asking 671.
671. Okay. Well, just so you know,
I actually have a flyer with all the details on it. It's a brand new home. It's a home that we were going to live in.
Yep.
And we have a house in Orlando. We, due to some medical reasons, we decided we're going to stay in Orlando.
Yep.
So we're going to sell it. We're just looking just to get out of it.
Got it.
And it's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath.
Okay.
It's really nice. It's Lennar. It'll be moving ready end of February. And it's a pool. And there's 2 more homes that are coming on the market. I think in April they said, and they're going to ask 682 and 712
Is this in?
for those properties, and they won't have a pool.
Is this in Belisara?
This is in Palmettos,
Okay.
in Boise, West
Yeah.
Boise. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I'm sorry. What was your first name?
My name is Chris. My last name is Igoe. I'm with Remax. Let me ask you this: are you trying to sell the house by not having it on the market with a real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commissions?
No. I'm willing to pay 3%. That's why I'll send you a brochure.
Awesome.
And once everything is done, probably in 2 or 3 months, if I don't sell it, then I'm gonna list it.
Got it. So let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, the home will sell. 2, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Yeah, actually, what I'd like to do is this your cell number, Chris?
It absolutely is.
Okay, good. What's your email address?
I was going to ask you for yours too. Mine is Chris at Igoe, I-G-O-E, home, H-O-M.
I-G-O-E.
Yep.
Okay.
Home, just like it sounds, group.
Okay.
So Igoe Home Group, one word, .com. And you're going to email me, so I'll have your email address. Yep.
HOMAgroup.com.
You got it.
B-H-R-I-S. Okay. I've got a flyer that I made with like the floor plan and the pricing and 3% commission. I'll pay, and it's like I said, if I don't sell it, in the next couple of months, then I'm going to list it. So yeah, if you have like a brochure, you can send me back on what your plan would be. That would be great.
I'm going to do one better. So just so you know, and I'm sure you're getting a lot of phone calls, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. My claim to fame is this. I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% a list, and I do that in an average of 45 days. We specialize in finding the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. What I'd like to do, if it meets with your approval, I'd like to send you a link to a screen share, and we can kind of go through that very quickly, and I can show you exactly what we do to get you more money than any other method out there.
Can you send me the link, and then I'll look at it? I'm actually on my way out the door. I've got an appointment.
Yeah, me too. So here's what I was going to propose to you if it meets with your approval. I'm going to send you the pricing analysis, which is one piece of this equation. The more important piece is, are evenings typically better for you where you'd have about 15 minutes for me?
Every day's different, but yes, I definitely want 15 minutes with you.
Okay, cool.
So you have a good plan.
Well, so here's my idea, right? I'm going to email you the analysis. When we get off the phone, I'll text you my contact information so that you have it. If you would, just save it in your phone, because I know you're getting bombarded by other realtors. And then in the interim, what I'll do is, if you've got availability, let's see, today is what, Thursday, the 23rd?
Yeah, I'm not in town.
Well, do you have?
I'm not there.
Do you have? You don't need to be in town, but you have your computer with you, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so what my proposal to you would be is at 7:30, I can send you a link. We can do a live screen share in 15 minutes. Boom, we're done. I'll show you exactly how we find the one buyer on planet Earth willing to pay more than anybody else. All right, so just so there's no misunderstanding, I'm going to text you my contact information. I'm going to email you a pricing analysis, and then this evening at 7:30, we will go live, and I'll show you exactly how we do it. Does that sound good?
Okay, now let me ask you one last question, because I know real estate's very local.
Yes.
Where are your offices?
Well, first question is, it's real estate was very hyper geographic and local before technology made everything completely kind of moot. Now, we do happen to have offices right next to you in Boynton Beach, right off of Congress, also one in West Lake Worth. I live in Canyon Trail, so I'm not that far away from you. I'm in West Boynton myself.
Okay.
But we actually service all of South Florida. Okay, so now let me ask you this in closing. When we do, well, I appreciate it. Now let me ask you this. When we do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Would I do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. I look forward to meeting with you tonight at 7:30. Do you have any questions for me?
Okay, I'll send you my brochure too, so you sort of know a little bit more about the, what I'm doing, and then send me your link, and we'll go from there.
I love it. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you tonight. Hey, what is? I'm looking. I changed screens. What's the address again?
The address of the house?
Yes.
It's 8403 Grand Prix Lane, Boynton Beach.
Awesome.
I don't know the zip off the top of my head.
That's fine.
It's in Palm Meadows. It's a Lennar home. It's
Yeah.
brand new, never been lived in. Finishing touches are just going in.
Got it.
That's a pool.
I know exactly.
4.5 with the master on the first floor.
I love it. All right, so I'll do my analysis, send you my information, and I'll see you tonight at 7:30. Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, so I am printing that lead. I think I'm printing that lead. That is a good appointment. So, yeah, Javier, thank you. Greetings from Tampa, Florida. Greetings from Boynton Beach. If you would, the 3 of you who are still here on Facebook, there's 3 of you on YouTube. So thank you for being on YouTube. If you would, please be kind enough. If you find this content to be valuable, if you think anybody else would benefit from it too, then join me over on YouTube. by joining, liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, or whatever the hell else you got to do over there, it kicks in the algorithm and it's going to allow me to help more people. So if you find this to be helpful, please humor me and click the link that's attached to this post and join me on YouTube. All right. So what was this lady's contact information? So again, the downside to this data in Vulcan, although there were 100 listings that were not listings, there were 100 FSBOs that were uploaded. None of them have addresses, so or names for that matter. So all I'm seeing is name, is possible owner, and the city. So I literally know nothing about this property, which is why I had to ask for the address. Did she give me her? She gave me a lot of information. I'm going to text her, I'm going to email her, and then I'm going to do a Zoom conference call tonight at 7:30. And the good thing about that is I wonder if I can live broadcast that on YouTube. I don't know if I can live broadcast that on YouTube, but I will certainly upload it onto YouTube, and that will be cool. And I've done that a lot in the past. So if you're not familiar with the Zoom conference call listing, get ready to see what that looks like. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to I'm going to copy the last thing that I did. Of course, my phone is blowing up, but I have to. If I don't text this person now, then I will completely forget to, and I'll space on the appointment tonight. So I've got to slow it down and handle my business. I will forward Chris. Okay. What was I doing? Okay, so I was copying this. Copy. Her number is hi, great speaking with you. Do I know her name? No, I don't know. Let's look up her name. Palm Beach appraiser. All right, so okay. I found you. It is not. It's not even in your name yet. This is a new construction that is not finished. All right, that's okay. Great speaking with you. I look forward to meeting you tonight. All right. Tonight at 7:30. I'll email a price analysis as soon as possible. We want to let you know. That's now. We'll send a link prior, which will enable us to go live. I'll also email price analysis as soon as possible. I want to let you know we do this. See you tonight. See you online at 7:30. Now, that 7:30 is totally contingent on my dad pulling through surgery and being fine. But knock on wood, I'm sure he's going to be fine. All right. 407. 475. Okay. So, email link and analysis. 7:30 Zoom call. Now, I would prefer to do a Zoom call over a in-person listing presentation every single day of the week. So, all right, let's get back on the phone, handle our business. But to be clear, so still, let's see. We got 10 left, so we're 39 down. There are 49 total records. What's up, Scott? We're doing big things. We're getting stuff done. We've got 2 appointments set out of this session. We've got a couple of leads generated, a couple of people for the database.
Hello?
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. And I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Well, I've been also listed on the MLS.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. What is it, a flat fee?
I'm sorry?
Is it a flat fee MLS?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Hey, listen, I appreciate your time. Do you know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help?
I'm a realtor as well, you know.
Oh, got it.
So,
All right. Well, listen, I wish you the best. Bye.
okay.
I really have to go to the bathroom, which is why I did not continue to push that conversation. I know I could have pushed that conversation a lot further. If I'm not talking to a motivated seller right now, I got to crank through this list. We got 8 left. So we're 41 deep. There's 9 records total. 13 contacts of those 41 dials, which
Yes, but
Is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true? If so, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. Oh, God, please. Nothing some more coffee won't help. Oh, God. Jonathan, if you are out there, Scott, if you're out there, please join me over on YouTube. Click the link above this post and help support the growth of the new YouTube channel. I see there's still one person watching.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message.
All right, we're cranking through the list. We got 6 more records to call before my bladder explodes. I'm only kidding. I'm wearing Depends. Remember, that is the key to success in terms of growing your business through cold calling, is by wearing adult diapers and urinating on yourself so you don't get off the phone. I'm only kidding.
Hello?
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true?
Yes.
I love it. Outstanding. How much are you asking for the property?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Where did you get this number?
That's a great question. So your listing, or the for sale by owner, is published in 2 different places online. First one is Zillow. Second one is Trulia. It's probably
This number is not on Zillow.
it's
The
on.
number that you called here is not on Zillow. No, it's not.
Well, I'm telling you. You asked me where I got it from. I'm answering your question. I'm not here to
Not
argue
on
about.
Zillow.
I don't. So
Go ahead.
again, the parent company for Zillow and Trulia is the same. I don't know how they publish or syndicate. I do know that's where I got the number from. So I'm not trying to give you a hard time. It's
Yeah.
you asked me the answer to the question. That's it.
I'm just curious because somebody asked yesterday and they were honest and said, no, I didn't get it from Zillow. I don't know how people are getting this number. My husband's number is the one that's on Zillow, not this one.
So to be,
I'm not bothered anyway.
yeah, no, well, to be clear, there are all kinds of different data providers out there that publish data. So I don't honestly know where they get it from. I'm just telling you what came through my system. So full disclosure. All right, so cool. You're asking how much?
Well, right now we're asking $376.
376. Okay. And how many bedrooms? How many baths?
3-2.
3-2. Okay. And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
Yes, we have.
Awesome. I love it. What have you done?
We redid in the kitchen. We have granite. What else? When we moved here, there was no screening in the back, and so I don't know what kind of upgrade that you're wanting to find out, but
yeah, no, that was actually helpful. So let me ask you: are you trying
new front door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you trying to sell the home by not?
But
Are you trying to sell the home by not having it on the market with a real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commission?
yeah.
I totally respect that. That's look, it always comes down to money. Let me ask you this. If you knew absolutely, I get it, believe me. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, two things would happen. One, the home will sell. Two, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
Not right now, because we just started trying to sell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're getting inquiries now.
Yeah.
And we really don't want to sign an exclusive listing.
I respect that.
We tell any realtor that has called, which has been many.
Sure.
We told them, you know, they keep saying, well, we have buyers. Bring them.
Sure. So to be clear, they're full of it, right? So anybody who has a buyer is either bringing them or they're using that as a bait and switch for you. Now, what I can tell you is, here's the truth. I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. Here's my claim to fame. I'm top 11 in the state of Florida for real estate sales with Remax. I get 98.2% a list. I do that in an average of 45 days. What I'd like to do on my end, if it meets with your approval, I'd like to run an analysis on your property as it relates to price. I'd like to email that to you. What's your best email address? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Well, do you? Okay, that's fine. So do you live in the property?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Is it possible to lay eyes on the property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast?
Like I said, contact that number on Zillow.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, when people ask that they need to come and preview the house so that they know, we're like, the only way to preview is bring a buyer. Yeah,
so that's, I get that. So here's what I do that's a little bit different than that. And again, that's all baloney. I'm an advocate of not wasting anybody's time, and I'm an advocate of creating win-win situations, right? What I mean by that is, if I can do something of service to you that you find valuable, and in the process also help myself, everybody's happy. Are you familiar with what a mega open house strategy is? Have you heard of that before?
Not the mega, no. Explain that.
Okay, so it's something that we're pretty well known for. We work with a lot of for sale by owners in this way. And what that means is we go out there, we market, we promote your home, we generate a lot of buzz and a lot of activity on your property. We're going to get a ton of buyers into your home. To give you an example on that, this past weekend, we did one out in Parkland. We had 46 buyers that came in the property. We found one buyer for the seller, which is great for the seller, but the rest of those buyers we now can work with. So it's a bonanza for both property, and they accepted the contract. So what that means is We host an open house for you. You don't have to do anything, no stress or hassle or anything like that. If any buyer is interested in your home, that's your buyer. We don't want a commission. That's our end of the bargain is you get them. Now, if you want help with anything, we can help you. We can advise you, but it's your buyer. There's going to be people there that aren't interested in your home at all. We want the right to be able to represent them in the purchase of their home. So it becomes a massive win for everybody. Is that something you'd be willing to consider?
Like I said, later on, can you call my husband?
Yeah, I'll give him a shout. Not a problem.
We're not, you know, the truth is we're not in any rush right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if it came to that, because we're not, you know, we don't need to move here for, you know, not right. We don't have to go like next month.
Got it.
So
why are you selling?
Why are we selling? Because we're moving somewhere else.
I got it, but it's just not. There's not an urgency situation where you got to do it immediately.
Right? Not like today. No.
Got it.
So we just wanted to give a head start. So.
Sure, makes sense. So, what do you think a buyer would pay for the home?
Well, we know, like, we have the latest, you know, comparables of what's sold.
Yeah.
We have, we see the houses that are on the market right now, you know, along with ours.
Yep.
And they're getting activity.
Right.
So.
But are they sold, or they're just getting activity?
No. Some of them have sold.
Got it.
One with a contingency, which that could fall through, I know, but for the most part, I don't think it will. These houses sell very pretty quickly in here. I hope.
Well, that's awesome. So let me ask you this: when we do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
If it comes to that,
I love it.
There you go.
Hey, listen, I appreciate that. All right, so what I'm going to do, so there's no misunderstanding, I know you had mentioned to call your husband's number. I'm going to give him a shot, and then let's see if we can put something together. All right? Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.
Take care.
Bye. Okay, so I'm going to print that lead. Mom, hello. You are watching this from the hospital, I believe. Tell Dad I said hi, and I will be over there shortly. Well, not shortly, but I'll be over there as soon as I can. All right, so I am printing this lead. She was friendly enough. I do not want to forget her. So, okay, away we go. All right, we are down to the last three. Thank God, because I have to go to the bathroom so bad. It is highly unfortunate. Okay. Come on. Hello. Hey, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your home is for sale by owner. Is that true? Hello? Hello? What's up, James? What's up, everybody? I don't know. We got 4 people still live. We got 2 people on YouTube. Not that I'm favoring the YouTube audience, but if you people would join me, you people, what does that mean? If you loyal, awesome, amazing people find value in any of this content, then please like, subscribe, click the link, join me on YouTube, because I'm trying to kick in that algorithm and help more people out there learn how to set more appointments on the phone, and everybody grows. Hello, this is...
We are not available now. Please leave your name and...
Oh, we're down to the last record, which means I get to go to the bathroom soon. Exciting times. Watch, this phone call will take like 3 hours. What's up, Ron?
Your calling session is now complete.
Oh, thank God. All right, so here's the deal. That was the FSBO 100. So I uploaded 100 FSBOs into the dialer. and then I just had at it, right? So let me tell you what that looked like from a dial output and an efficacy standpoint. So I set 2 appointments. One is better than the other, but they're both good leads. I got a couple leads that are good for the database, but they certainly aren't as good as a appointment. And this is all about creating momentum, right? So we're creating momentum. We're planting seeds with these phone calls, right? So I don't know. I don't know who's going to listen to a voicemail. I don't know who's going to check their caller ID. I don't know who's going to Google my name. I don't know who's going to look at my my expired letter or my FSBO letter. But I do know that if they do any research, they then become part of my web. I also know that if I got their contact information from a phone call, I can add them into my CRM and I can follow up with them at some point in the future and harass them endlessly until they buy something or sell something. Just kidding. I don't harass anybody. I just provide value and offer them an opportunity to get what they want, which of course is to get their house sold. And all right, so hopefully you found that all to be helpful. Here's what today's dial session looked like. So there were, again, 100 records that were uploaded. 49 were made it through the refinement process. The others were filtered out. They were at price points I didn't want to speak to. There was a total of 67 calls made, 15 contacts. So that's 22%. 2 appointments set. I think there were 3 or 4 other leads that I just am not conscious of right now. I got to go back. But that's it. So I was on the phone for roughly an hour. Is that right? Yeah. So I was on the phone for about an hour in terms of dial time, although the session is an hour and a half. So in an hour and a half, I got 2 listing appointments. I got a few leads and I built tremendous momentum. That's why I start with the for sale by owners. The FSBOs are far more receptive. They're far more likely to answer the phone and give you an opportunity to present. So I love expireds. I love cancels. There's a lot of competition there. There's going to be heavy volume on the daily expireds every morning. So pivot, call some FSBOs, call some older expireds, call at different points of the day. But whatever you do, call, create momentum, set yourself up for wins and win the day. Win the day, win the week, win the quarter, win the year. If there's anything I can do to help, you know where to find me. But more importantly, always remember, we love to help your clients. So if you've got buyers that are coming to Florida, we would love to help them buy a home in South Florida. We service all of South Florida from Jupiter all the way down to Miami and everything in between. So if you know anybody thinking about moving, we will pay you a FAT referral. We will take excellent care of them, get them exactly what they want, get them the best deal, and everybody is happy. So go out there, get some. Anything I can do to help, you know where to find me, and make it a great day. Get some. And if you like this content, tell somebody to subscribe also. Thank you.